What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. We just got done with our first full week of college football and NFL action, and we absolutely crushed it. We had a great first weekend. Very happy with it. We could have had a much better weekend, guys, like much better. If just a small little things went a little bit different, like we could have had, honestly, a record-breaking weekend. But that's betting sometimes, right? We had a very great weekend. We went up about 20 to 25 units, which I'm always going to be pleased with. Guys, if we go up 20, 25 units in just a couple of days, I'm always going to be very happy with that. And again, this is the beauty of college football. If you don't know why we bet on college football and the NFL and why I'm so excited about it, and again, I'm very ecstatic about the rest of the season. I'm super happy. It is because we bet on things using a strategy called correlation, okay? And the best way to explain it is with football, because football is very correlated together. So if you look at Sawyer Robinson here, I take his over on Baylor. I also take his number one receiver over. Sawyer Robinson balls out, goes for over 400 yards. His number one receiver goes for over 145 yards, guys. So very correlated. If we take two overs together, they're either going to hit together or miss together, most likely. So throughout this video, I'm going to be talking about pairs of players together. So this is like a pair or a bracket, right? These guys go together. Here's another example of guys going together on Mississippi State. Beautiful bracket, players going together and taking the overs. You can also take the unders, of course. You'll see in Arizona State had a very rough game passing, and I took the unders, luckily, because this quarterback only got 82 yards. Everyone on his team went under, okay? If you guys don't know, I'm very transparent on this channel. I show you guys every single win and loss on this graph. I show you guys pretty much all my wins and losses also every single day on this channel, and I'm very transparent, and I use correlation, and I track absolutely everything. All right, so that's what you need to know about this channel if you're new here. If you guys also, this is probably the most important part of this graph here. We're up 113 units so far this summer since May 1st, but you guys will see that we lose a lot more than we win record-wise, right? We have won 250 times so far this summer. We have lost 600 times, over 600 times, and that's because I play a lot of four-man entries. Okay, so the beauty of these four-man entries is you only need to hit like 1 in 8 of them or 1 in 9 of them to break even or to make profit, right? If you hit one four-man entry and you lost like 5 of them, but you hit one of them, and that four-man entry is like a 9x, then that's going to be really great for you, right? So, for example, this game tonight, which, by the way, amazing game, Baltimore versus Buffalo Bills. I had like 3 entries out for this tonight, and one of them does end up hitting, right? And this is an 8x, right? So I had 3 entries. We took like 2 losses, 3 losses, something like that, but this one hits for us, and we go up 7 units because of it, all right? Now, I'm gonna like rapid fire in this video, guys. I have a lot that I want to get through, but this is so extremely important and cool and amazing. ONYX odds, guys, I just started partnering up with them. I wanted to honestly get this partnership out on Friday, but it took a little bit. I've been talking to their founder back and forth all week long, and ONYX odds is doing such a crazy thing. Like, this is honestly, I've been doing this for 18 months, guys. I've never seen a promo like this. I don't know how long this is going to last, okay? Because this is honestly, like, it might make them broke or something, because their founder's really crazy, honestly. Yeah, he wants to take the DFS, the sports betting space, the DFS space by the horns and just offer something insane. And what this is, you're reading this correctly. If you spend $10 on ONYX odds, you will get $100 completely free, okay? They're handing you $100 to bet with just $10, all right? A lot of these apps out there, and I love them. I love apps like Sleeper and like Better and everything, but a lot of these apps, you put in 100, you get 100 free, and that's great. I'm happy about that, right? We love apps like that. But this app is a 10x deposit bonus, okay? You put $10 into this app, all you have to do is put $10 in this app, and then I believe take a $10 entry, and I'm going to give you guys an entry in today's video to take. You'll get $100 in free picks using this, okay? And how that's going to actually be paid out is you'll get 4 $25 bets, okay? So you spend $10 on this app, you get 4 $25 bets completely free. Okay, it is as simple as that. There's no catch, anything like that. I believe they're doing this for the start of the NFL season. Again, I don't know how long they're going to be offering this, guys. I don't know if they're going to be like, for a couple of days or what, but this is a massive promotion. Like I said, I've been talking to the founder. I want to get as many of you guys on this as possible, and I want that founder, I want ONYX odds to feel the power of what we have here and what we do, and I want to get as many of you guys sign up for this as possible. That is why I am offering 1 free month of the VIP for anyone who does this, okay? Again, I don't know how long this is going to stand. This is the craziest promo I've ever seen any of these apps do. I mean, some of these apps have very, very creative promos, but just straight up giving people $100 for a $10 bet is crazy, right? Because first of all, you could hit this $10 bet, and then once you hit this $10 bet, you'll get $100 completely free in bets. It's insane. Okay, so they're giving you a free $100. All you have to do, guys, is text me the word ONYX. I'm working on having a link that you guys can just click in the description and tail the bet. I don't have that yet. So what I'm doing is just text me the word ONYX, guys. It's going to be like every other app that you guys normally sign up for. Text me the word ONYX. It'll be a link for you guys. You'll sign up for ONYX odds. It's actually a website, so it's not an app. I'll walk you through some of these steps. Sign up for ONYX odds, guys, and then go through that steps. Go through the application. You'll sign up. It takes like 5 minutes. I already did it, and it's very, very quick, very streamlined. You'll put in your information. You'll put $10 into this app. Once you do so, take this bet. This is the bet that I like right here. It is Vikings money line. You guys can see I wagered 50 on it. I would wager $10. Spend your $10 on it that you put in, and then you'll get a free $100. Like I said, right? I keep saying it because it really does not sink in of how crazy this promotion is. Okay, it is a free $100 that you're able to play around with, bet with, make money with on ONYX odds, and I'm going to be sending out a ton of slips. Okay, so make some money on ONYX odds, have some money loaded in ONYX odds, and I'm going to be talking about ONYX odds up until they do away with this promo. Okay, which again, this could last the entire season, or it could go away tomorrow or the next day, whenever that is, right? So again, I'm betting on Vikings money line. So if you guys need to play on ONYX odds today, if you guys do not have ONYX odds, I would say probably like 99% of you guys probably don't have ONYX odds, and I'd say like 90% of you guys live within one of these purple states right now. So I know you guys can use ONYX odds. All right, so sign up for that, get a free month of the VIP, get a free $100, bet on Vikings money line. I'm going for the Vikings tomorrow, so hopefully they win, and then you'll get your payout on that, and everyone is going to be very, very happy. All right, so hopefully Vikings do win on the Vikings money line here. All right, guys. All right, so this is going to be the first play, by the way, is Vikings money line on ONYX odds. If you do not have ONYX odds, then get it, and you guys can go ahead and bet there. So I honestly was kind of juggling in my mind if I was going to even do this, but I do kind of want to go over the entire slate of what we did very, very quickly. And like I said, this could have been an even massiver weekend than it was, okay? And you'll see how many how many 3 out of 4s that we just barely missed. We started the week off with this. Jalen Hurts, absolute heartbreaker. Barely gets one more pass completion. This was today. Geno Smith goes over. Another one right here. Like, let's just count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's one of the 4 men's we hit. This one was pretty close, but I won't count it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We had 13 3 out of 4s this weekend, okay? 13 3 out of 4s. And we went up 20 to 25 units this weekend, all right? So, you know, if you don't think the strategy works, then whatever. You don't think the strategy works, I guess. And this channel is maybe not for you, but we had 13 3 out of 4s that missed by like 1.1 yard, whatever it is. A lot of things happen just barely. And then again, you'll see, you know, as I go through this, we also had some massive hits, right? We had some massive hits as I've already gone through. You know, we hit a lot of these here, and these are things, you know, the brackets that I talked about earlier, actually pairing up together and hitting together. We also, by the way, had a lot of entries like this, which this is a prime example of correlation, guys. If you guys watch this Las Vegas Raiders offense, they had a very good day. Geno Smith threw for well over 300 yards. He played a massive role in the victory. Congrats to Geno Smith. Honestly, I really like him. And they won, right? They had a great day on offense that caused Jacoby Myers their main target. You know, maybe you call Brock Bowers their main target, but Jacoby Myers, huge part of this offense, way over. And then if you watch this Dolphins game, the Dolphins played absolutely horrible. One of the worst teams that played today, and they looked absolutely awful. Tua gets a little bit over 100 yards, and then A-Chain, one of his main targets, goes under, right? So that's a prime example of correlation. Even though it doesn't hit, you'll see that, you know, the correlation is going through, right? So you'll see, had a lot of great wins, and again, went up very well. But man, we had a lot on the board that could have hit. 13 3 out of 4. I did not even know it was 13. So that is crazy to think about there. I mean, if half of those go the other way, then we would have like a almost 60 to 70 unit type weekend, which is just absolutely crazy. Like, what are we even talking about anymore? So this is going to be the play of the day for us here on Prizepicks, guys. This is going to be, you know, our kind of bread and butter Prizepicks 2-man that we're going to go with here. Again, lock in that Vikings money line on ONYX odds. And again, leave a like on this video if you guys learned something about correlation and what we do on this channel. I'm going to be talking more about correlation even in this pick here, on this pick here on Prizepicks. All right. So I'm taking Aaron Jones over 3.5 receiving targets, and then I'm taking DeAndre Swift over 14 rush attempts. All right. So if you guys watched this Bills and Ravens game, here's a prime example of correlation and how teams think about games and how teams want to win games. Now, funny enough, the Ravens ended up losing that game, which is really crazy. But if you think about it, if a team is ahead in football games, what do? They run the ball over and over and over again until they win the game. So if a team is up by 10 points, 14 points, 7 points, you run the ball over and over and over again. What does a team do when they're behind in a game? They pass the ball over and over and over again. They pass the ball over and over and over again until they eventually win the game or until the game finishes, right? So here's a prime example of that, right? We just hit this entry tonight. And a big reason why we hit this is because we took Lamar under pass completions and we took Josh Allen over pass attempts. You'll see Josh Allen almost got 50 pass attempts tonight. The reason being because they were behind this entire game. Lamar Jackson only had 14 pass completions. And by the way, he was like 14 of 17 or something crazy like that. Like he had like an 80% pass completion, but he only threw the ball like 17 or 18 times because they were ahead in this entire game. Now, in this case, we have the Vikings versus the Bears. And just matter of fact, this game is a complete 50-50 coin toss, to be quite honest with you guys. It is a complete 50-50 coin toss. If you look at the odds on ONYX, it pretty much is 50-50. Every sports book that you guys look at, it's going to be pretty much 50-50, guys. Now, let's just say the Bears end up winning this game. Let's say they're winning this game through the third quarter, through the fourth quarter. What is going to happen? The Bears are going to run the ball more and more and more. DeAndre Swift's going to get more rush attempts. They're going to try to run the clock. They're going to chew the clock. This is what every NFL and every college football team does. And what are the Vikings going to do in response if they're losing this game? Again, if the Bears are winning, the Vikings are losing. That's how it works. Is we take two players in the same game together, and if one thing happens, which pretty much is just Bears winning, that means that both of these things should happen. Okay. So if Bears are winning in this game, that means both of these things should happen. That's going to mean more throwing for the Vikings. That's going to mean more pass catching and more targets for someone like Aaron Jones. Now, if you want to take someone like Justin Jefferson over receptions, I would not fault you for it. I think that's an absolutely great play and an absolutely great idea as well. I just really like Aaron Jones over receiving targets and wanted to get him incorporated here as well in some sort of shape or form, right? So if you look over the past 10 games, you'll see here that he normally goes under or he goes over, but I really do like him to go over 3.5 pass targets, especially if they're losing this game, all right? So if you look at the games that he is losing in his last 15 games, I don't know, maybe he just didn't play very much, but you'll see he gets like 6 targets in some of these games, that he is losing these games and they're going to have to pass a lot. I also really like that that JJ McCarthy is I'm going to call him a rookie quarterback. I like JJ McCarthy a lot, but he has never played an NFL game. He's going to rely on his guys like Aaron Jones and like Justin Jefferson to lead him through this game, okay? I'll also say with DeAndre Swift, what a lot of people are missing, I think, with this play on rush attempts is with Ben Johnson as their new head coach. We talk about Ben Johnson a lot with the Lions. Now, you think about the Lions, you think about their flashy plays, you think about Jameson Williams, you think about Amon-Ra, you think about Sam Laporta, you think about Jared Goff kind of reviving his career with Ben Johnson. But really what Ben Johnson was on the Lions was running. He was running with Gibbs. He was running amazingly with David Montgomery, and he ran the ball extremely well. He loves his running backs, and he loves establishing the run game. All right, the run game sets up the pass game for Ben Johnson for sure. You'll see DeAndre Swift, is going to be that guy. He's going to have to be that guy. He's going to have to play that role of Gibbs and stuff, and he's going to get a lot of rush attempts, I think, in this game. Again, especially if they're winning. So if you'll see in the games that they win, he goes over, right? Did they only win 5 times last year? I don't know. And then games they lose, he does normally kind of go under, right? So you'll see the games that he wins, guys, he normally gets around 16 to 20 rush attempts. And another thing that I love, guys, is DeAndre Swift. Roschon Johnson, I like Roschon Johnson, guys. I'm a UT fan. I watched a lot of Roschon Johnson. DeAndre Swift is a way better running back than Roschon. This guy also is a rookie, so there's really no second string running back on this team that's going to take a lot of carries and demand a lot of carries. If you really want to go into it, we can go on to Roschon Johnson and see how many rush attempts he normally gets. He does not normally get that many rush attempts, all right? There's this game. I think Swift was probably injured this game or something, but a lot of games he's getting like between 2 to 0 rush attempts, all right? So he's not really a factor in the run game. I'm not expecting him to be a factor in the run game. I think Swift gets all the carries, and then I think Aaron Jones is going to be that outlet guy for the Minnesota Vikings on these teams, all right? So very excited about these games. We have Ben Johnson and we have Kevin O'Connell, two very, very offensive-minded guys. We had an absolute spectacle of a game with that Bills and Ravens game. That game was crazy. But again, this is going to be the pick for the day. Hopefully you guys lock this in on ONYX odds. Again, you're leaving $100 on the table if you do not do that on ONYX odds today. Again, I don't know how long this is going to last. It could last till tomorrow. It could last till the end of the week. It could last this month, where they're just doing like the first 4 months of the 4 weeks of the year, something like that. Or it could last the entire year. I don't know. But if you do not sign up for this, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I guess you don't like money because you're leaving $100 on the table. And again, this is the best value that I can bring you guys. This is an absolutely insane promo. I'm very, very appreciative that the founder is able to get me a code, get me involved in this in some shape and form. And again, if everyone signed up for ONYX odds, put $10 in, got $100. Let's say I get $1,000. Let's say I get 1,000 views on this video. We could legitimately make $10,000 between all of us just signing up for ONYX odds, taking, doing the steps and everything like that, and then you'll get the free $100 in your account. It's so free money. I don't even know what else to say. I'm going to be promoting this a lot this next week or however long this lasts, like I said. So hopefully you guys appreciate that because it's free money. I know it's kind of annoying when I run some of these advertisements and stuff, but it's how I make my living. Again, you can't tell me that a free $100 in your pocket is not going to be a very worthwhile thing to spend like 5 minutes on signing up for ONYX odds. All right, guys. So thank you guys for watching. I know there's a longer video. If you watched till the end, I appreciate that, and you're going to win long-term with me. You guys just need to get a month or two free of the VIP. If you have any questions, my number will be down below. You guys can text me, and I'm here. I'm human. I'm here to help. I'm here to answer any questions about betting or the system of what we do called Correlation. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.